Hollers and Hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boom! Check that out. Look at this star over here, y'all. Super bright. Y'all see it? Hold on a minute. Dang on you trees. Look at that thing. It's super bright. I mean, it's 6:30 in the morning. That star is that bright. It's pretty cool. Where we went, where'd it go? There, fog. And you know what's weird? This is the second year in a row that I have missed opening day of bow season. And that hadn't happened in years. 2007 was the first year I started bow hunting when I got back from the military. And I hadn't missed opening day of bow season since that day, right? So, giant pumpkin growing makes deer in there. Giant pumpkin growing makes you do some weird things, man. Weird things. Things out of character. Sure enough, I would have not missed when it used to be on Bridge Day. That was opening day, October 15th, or right there in that time frame. Second weekend of October, that used to be opening day for bow season. I wouldn't miss bow season to go see no Bridge Day either. So. Said, pumpkin growing makes you do some weird things.
And we had Jade.
Oh yeah, I got mad because my son was born on October 4th, and I had hunted the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd. Had to leave on the 3rd. He was born on the 4th, and wouldn't you know it, the dag-blame deer I was after was there on the 4th, the day he was being born. I got a little upset about that. Like, dang it, why couldn't you have been there a couple days before? Or why did I have to be in here right now? It just is what it is. That's just a joke. But I did get upset that the deer was there and I wasn't. On to Yakin Valley. Alright guys, here we go into the bridge. We're going in West Virginia. We're coming out in Virginia. Let's do it.
This is always my favorite part. I wonder why they picked the color orange.
I don't know.
There's a weird color for a turtle.
Looks white on my phone.
Right, it does.
this whole side over here is out.
I'm at that for lights. And yes, they are. Whenever so often it works. Well, that's one point. More of a silver one. There's another.
And there we go. Now we're in Virginia.
You go down mountain.
Yep. Number 2. Here we go. This one is the, what does that say? Walker Mountain. Yeah. Big Walker Mountain. Here we go. Just had to pull off and fix the straps on that pumpkin. It's so shiny and slick that the straps finally slid down off of it. Aggravating as all get out. I love pretty pumpkins, and I love getting a Howard Deal Award, but transporting them is a pain in the butt because they slip and slide and you can't get nothing to stick to them. You can't get no traction on them or nothing. It's hard to keep them down. So this tunnel ain't nearly as long as the other one. Alright guys, here's the end of it. We're out. That's the end of tunnels until we come back. Let's see if we can see some pretty pumpkins here in a minute. Big fields of pumpkins. Fancy gap. Yeah, pretty. Better when we pick the video on the way back through.
I was a 23 beginner, crossed with the 1853 Spidey, which was the 23 beginner itself, and print, and one lesson for the way, but I picked it up yesterday on the scale, didn't zero it out until after I picked it up. And then I wrote it, and I said, well, that ain't gonna work, is it? So hopefully she does good. If she doesn't, I got 2 more in the package, a whole lot bigger than her. So it's, I'm hoping to go put on the state fair and maybe take 3rd or so, and next week maybe this is pretty good for that same hope for this season. But this one weighs, this one weighs 200. Kenzie, and it's named after my friend's daughter. She's going to have a season 500 a day in May. And we pull up to Columbus, and my name comes after her, and then she comes to wait on me. So all the money that everybody comes, whether it's seed money or whatever, goes in funds. So,
that's a sad story. Actually, but what a nice way to pay tribute. That's very nice. Also, I wonder, you may not want to talk about this, but I know that you're a veteran and you've got, I don't know if it's a foundation, but I know you help other veteran growers. You
So I got a group that's called A Skill to Heal, and it's basically set up for growing. We got sponsored for fertilizer, so the veterans that are in the group, they get fertilizer for free. They contact me for seeds, and I help them out with seeds and stuff like that. So we just do as best as we can. I think a lot of my seed money that they would have to go out there, but they were inside, but they don't have money for this. A lot of this stuff, I get that done. And if anybody wants to contact me, I got a YouTube channel, Beverly Hills Homestead on YouTube. You can find me there, or you can find my Facebook page, Beverly Hills Homestead on Facebook.
That is a fantastic undertaking. I know that helps. But just to grow these giant vegetables, it can be therapy. And it can also cause you to need therapy. It goes both ways. But I really applaud your effort. Let's find out what your pumpkin weighs. What a beauty. 739 pounds. Let's give him a hand, everybody. Good job, R.C. Fantastic. What a gorgeous pumpkin. He's from West Virginia.
Hey, Daddy wants you. Go to Daddy. Go to Daddy. Go to Daddy.
All right, now look at your mama.
Right. Go back with Daddy. Go to Daddy. Go, Daddy. That way.
So I got all these seeds out of it, which don't seem like much because look at all these seeds that weren't no good. Hang on a minute, that was a good one right there. I better look back through some of them. But there's a couple good ones right there. But the majority of them are not no good. They're bad seeds. They didn't finish making the majority of them. See how they're flat and white? Most of them did not finish making. So that one there right there did. So we'll check them out or whatever. But there's the inside of it. Wasn't much to her. See.
Nothing really much in there.
Had a small cavity. So I think, yeah, see. That seed there is soft, but that seed right there is harder. So I don't know. We'll find out. Figure this out here. And on to the next. Let's see, where's that? Right through there. It's right through them trees there. I can see it. There's a... It's not going up in the air, it's just going... It's going over here behind them trees there. I don't think y'all can see it. All right, come here. Y'all tell it bye. There. I'm sorry, baby. At least it didn't go far up in the air. Daddy tried to get it. I tried to shoot it with the gun and get it down out of the air. Not that that would have made it any better. Huh?
I probably could have caught it if I would have jumped.
Mommy told y'all not to let it go. What'd you let it go for?
Right here?
Yeah, right here. I know. Poor baby. Yeah, but hey, I'll get you some new ones. I'll get you some more. We'll get more, don't worry. Balloons are just a dime a dozen. Oh, there's my heavy rain. Thank goodness we got heavy rain. We actually needed a little bit of it. Yeah. Well. It was lightning and thunder, and I don't guess it's gonna lightning and thunder no more. Nope, I lied. I hope it does this all night so I can sleep like a baby. I've had one heck of a day, and I don't care to repeat it. Pumpkin went 17 pounds light, or 17% light. Ain't even broke 800 pounds this year yet. So stupid. So stupid. Fed up with the year. Ready to just grab the 12 gauge, put the other two in the patch to bed with the 12 gauge, and call it a year. Start all over next April. And depending on how I feel later on, I may just do that, and y'all might get some video of me blowing them up with a 12 gauge or AR-10 or AR-15 or 450 SOCOM, or excuse me, 458 SOCOM, or 450 Bushmaster, or I don't know, something. Because I've had about enough this year. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get done sulking before I decide to do that, but I'm pretty ready to just get them out of the patch and clean them up, sow clover and mustard and some root crops in it, and let her do her thing and start all over, because I've had about enough of pumpkins this year. I understand why people don't want to grow all year long now. At first, I did not understand it. I said, well, I wonder why they don't want to grow all year. Growing all year is fun. It's exciting. It's cool. Well, I certainly understand now, because I have had about enough, and I don't even want to go to another way off. Don't even want to fool with them 2 pumpkins out there. Just ready to quit. So we've got 8 apples that we just harvested off the tree. There was more throughout the season, but these are done. So yep. Pretty big size too. So anyhow, I'm gonna start harvesting everything today and trashing it all. So we're gonna pick pumpkins off today. We're gonna pick everything off today. Clean it all up, plant cover crop, and be done for the year. Got it?
39.4.
Okay, let me down. All right, so I got this one. That's almost 87 pounds. Now, do I leave it on the vine till it fully turns, or do I let this beast eat the rest of the year? Which you can see my wife's foot there. It's a pretty good sized pumpkin.
Yeah, I have big feet.
Yeah, so do we let it eat? This one finish eating, it's not right and cut this one off that did beat the state record. Or what? I don't know. At least I got the state record here, but I don't know what that one would end up being. And if I leave this one on, I don't know. There's so many choices. I mean, they probably need to trace the vines because I don't really know which one's which. So let me trace the vines and see what I can find. Oh, you know, I gotta turn this on. You ready?
Mm-hmm. $34.2.
All right, guys. So we have a 86 or 87. Almost 87 pound field pumpkin. We'll leave it hooked up. Both of them are on different plants. I finally traced it down real good, and both of them are on their single plants. So we got a 87 pound, almost 87 pounds, 86 pounds, 13.7 ounces. We'll leave it hooked up. And then we have another one that is 75 pounds on the nose. 75 pounds, 6 ounces. And it's the big long one. So we'll leave them both hooked up and see, you know, which one's which, you know. There went a rat, a mouse, whatever you want to call it, underneath there. Got to get some poison to put under there. Them little devils are trying to come back and infest the place. We got to get a bunch of poison out. Huh? Yeah, cold weather coming. They're all trying to run to the house. Poison, 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 poison. Got to put it all out again. I'm going to start sitting down here with the shotgun at nighttime and shooting them. As soon as I see them run, pow! Anyways, I got to do that, and then we're going to go inside. But not a whole lot for the video. You know, it's just, it is what it is. After yesterday's bumfuzzle, I'll be honest, I did not feel like doing nothing today. That literally took the wind out of my sails. Because, I mean, let's face it, you know, anytime that you've worked your hardest for something, anytime you've pressed forward and done all that you could do in order to secure something, right? And then for it to be pretty much took away, right? That's tough. And you know, it's not taken away from the winner. But I mean, rules are rules. I've posted up the rules for that, and you can read them right there. You know, color is number one. Top priority is color, then shape, then size. Those are the orders that Howard Deal bred in, and some people might not agree, but this is exactly what you can read on Howard Deal if you're a pumpkin aficionado. He bred for color, and if a pumpkin did not have the proper color, he didn't breed it. But let's say the color had just a little, it wasn't exactly what he was looking for, but it was still nice and orange and didn't have too rough of skin, but it had a beautiful shape. He would breed that. Let's say it didn't have the color that he desired, maybe not the exact shape he desired, but it was big. He would breed to that. And that is how he got the pumpkins that he got. But first and foremost, at the top of the list was color, okay? So when you judge these pumpkins, you have to judge them color first. Above all things is color. Does it have the correct color? And if it has the correct color, and there is no other ones that stand in the way of that correct color, then you have to forego and let the one with the correct color be the winner. That is just the way it is. And, you know, as long as they're 500 pounds and up and they have the correct color, you know, because you can't let a little 30-pound one come in there that has the correct color and win. He didn't breed for 30-pounders. He bred for 500 plus. That's why a lot of places have a weight limit on their weigh-offs of 500 plus. It has to be at least 500 to be, you know, allowed to be voted for the Howard Deal. And so when you let people who don't know what the rules are, have no idea who Howard Deal is, have no idea the criteria, how he bred them, etc., and you allow them to judge a pumpkin for a Howard Deal award, then I mean, you know, that's not right. And so it's not trying to take away from the guy that won, because he's a great guy. I love him. He's a good friend. He's an awesome guy, and he deserves a Howard deal. He's had plenty of orange pumpkins that were oranger than this one, and he deserved it. But the fact of the matter remains, mine was the winner. It was the clear winner. Everybody said ooh and awed over that pumpkin and the glossy finish and everything. Everybody took more pictures of that pumpkin. I mean, it was just everybody knew. And, you know, so when you've worked your hardest and you've put your all into it, and it gets taken away by people who don't know what they're talking about, don't know what they're doing, it hurts and it makes you angry. It frustrates you, and you get really disappointed and upset. The same thing with this stupid butternut, trying to get the world record on that, right? It's the same deal, okay? These people cheated. They let a 7th place person come in and get the world record over, you know, for Guinness, over mine, over an 82 pounder, over a 78, a 76, a 72, and a 68, okay? They let a 65 pounder win. All right, so it's the same thing, right? People in power manipulate things to be however they want it to be for whatever reason, and it's wrong. So anyhow, I've had my frustrations and my ups and downs with this within the growing community. The majority of these guys are great, wonderful people. There are some, though, that are not so good, all right? And their jealousy or envy or whatever you want to call it overtakes, and they do really bad things and hurt a lot of good growers like me that are young growers too, because I mean, I'm just new to this, right? And this is 2 years in a row that I've had some kind of, tomfoolery with one of my fruit, So anyhow, it's aggravating, but we know this: when we have our way off in West Virginia, there will be no tomfoolery. The rules will be the rules, and there won't be no favoritism. There'll be no rule changing for whatever reason, okay? It's going to be what it is, and we're going to play by the rules and treat people how we would expect to be treated, and that's going to be it. And so anyhow, enough of me talking and stuff. Let you guys get out of here. We appreciate yous watching, and we'll see yous tomorrow right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia.
Nobody, I don't carry me no load.
Don't forget to smash that like button, that notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And
And
subscribe.